We
Hey.
haven't had a Star Wars movie in 7 years.
Yeah,
It's
crazy.
it's a miracle.
Crazy.
We
I think
talk
we
about,
uploaded a
in,
podcast the last time we did Star Wars movie. That's the crazy thing. I'm
what was that?
joking. That I made a joke.
Oh, I
It
see.
was
I
a
get you.
stupid
Yeah.
joke. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the ATG Podcast. My name is Titanium Zombie, your host, and this is episode 26. And as always, I'm joined by Natty Ducks. How's it going?
Whoa! What's up? What's up?
Yes, we're back after a little
Mm-hmm.
while again. Although it's weird because it doesn't feel as long because we had the devcast in between. So
Yeah.
like it was a long time, but like it was kind of nice getting the devcast because we got to like do something that wasn't. It was different because it was live, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Brief mention of the devcast. If you guys haven't checked it out, um, it's pretty cool. Yeah, we just talked
Oh,
about MCBC stuff. The crazy thing was doing it live.
yeah,
But yeah,
which
me and
is
you were
something
basically co-hosts.
which is something I would like to do on here one day. I don't know if we'll ever do it, but if we ever do, because I think something like that, like what we did for the devcast, that type of format, I think it
Mm-hmm.
would work for the podcast, but Um, I don't know. We'll see if we ever get around to it. I mean, it's hard enough getting
Yeah,
these episodes out.
maybe.
Um, so Natty,
That's fair.
what are we talking about today?
What do we got today? Today, we're going to be talking about movies, but not
Mm-hmm.
just any movies. We're going to be talking about movies that are coming out in 2026. That is this year.
Yep.
So we have a whole bunch of different things from the start of the year all the way to the end. And we're just going to kind of, about different ones that come out. We're not going to talk about every movie ever. There's a lot of movies.
Yeah.
If you're here for the, Devil Wears Prada 2 commentary, you're probably not going to get it apart
I don't
from, I
even know what
guess,
you're
this,
talking about.
here's your
So
shout out. But
I don't even know what you're talking
exactly,
about. So like
exactly.
that's
So,
that's how bad it is for me.
um,
It is.
yeah, so we're not going to mention every movie ever, but we are going to mention some that we want to talk about. And we got a good bit to get to. But before we do that, let's talk about what's new.
Yeah.
I can start if you'd
Yeah. You,
like.
you just roll right into it. Yeah. Go
So,
ahead.
yeah. So, have you heard that Disney is getting a new CEO?
I didn't hear about the CEO thing. No.
Yeah,
So go
so
ahead. Tell me about
their
it.
last CEO, Bob Iger. Yeah, well, that's what I'm here for. Bob Iger's been CEO just for the past couple years, and then before that was the CEO for about 15 years, right? So he's kind of
Yeah.
been for a long time. Bob Iger bought Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, Fox.
Yep.
Launched Disney Plus. He kind of had a essentially kind of a perfect run in his first term as Disney CEO, right? And then he retired at the right before the pandemic, right when Disney Plus launched and everything was looking up. And then everything started to crash when the new guy got in town, Bob Chapek, right? Um, and so Disney was like, all right, well, we got to bring back Bob Iger. So he comes out of retirement. He's like, I'm back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The goat's
Uh,
back.
and as it turns out, all the issues that were set up, he couldn't solve like the first time around. And everything kind of just went really bad.
Yeah.
So Disney Plus has, for the most part, not been nearly as successful as they'd like. It's a money losing machine.
Yeah.
Um, their movies aren't doing as good. They're spending a whole bunch, not getting as big of a return as they'd like, sort of thing. The big thing that they have are making money is the theme parks that they
Yep.
have, which is kind of the opposite of what it was in like the 90s, where it used to be like movies and then with a side of theme parks. Now it's theme parks with a side of movies.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, they have a new CEO coming in. His name's Josh D'Amaro. He was the head of Disney Parks,
Okay.
but now he's taking over Bob Iger's role as CEO, which is just it's gonna be interesting seeing how he does. He's been doing good on the parks. I mean, as I've said, that's been the most successful part of the business at the moment. Um, he's been getting all the different stuff rolling there. So it should be interesting to see this new era of Disney, see if things change or if things still kind of spiraled downwards. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But that's the future of the Walt Disney Company.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's new.
Nice. Nice. I mean, I think when it comes to like their movies and a lot of that stuff, and really Disney Plus as a whole, at least for me, like I think a lot of the
Hmm.
content that they've been coming out in there has just kind of been lackluster. I mean, the
Yeah, I
some of it,
think.
like they've had some diamonds in the rough. Like I'm not trying to say all of it is hot garbage, but like I feel like
Hmm.
when it comes to their big IPs, they kind of fumbled the first few, and like they I don't know if it was just like they chose like the wrong ones, or maybe like they like the certain projects weren't
Yeah.
getting enough time or something like that. It's probably a mixture of a few different things. And the problem was is once you lost that
Hmm.
initial like Disney Plus hype, there was no getting it back, right? Like Netflix, as much
Yeah.
as I I will talk about Netflix or whatnot, like they hit the ground running, really. Like when they started, they really did hit the ground
Hmm.
running, and then when they came out with all their original projects, and a bunch of them, I mean, don't get me wrong, they have a lot of not great original stuff too, but like they had like huge shows. And like I mean they just wrapped up
Yeah.
Stranger Things, and like they're like acquiring DC and all that stuff, which we didn't even get to talk about on here, but like that like they really hit the ground running. So I think like Disney just needed to like find like a footing, and like get a series that they can continue, because a lot
Yeah.
of the stuff they're coming out with are either limited series or like stuff that really didn't have a lot of runway. Um, for the wider population of people, which I mean, it's just that's the hard part about streaming services and stuff like that.
Yeah. Disney has a lot of like older stuff and a good catalog,
Yeah,
but like eventually it's like catalog only gets you so
yeah, you
far
got to
where
come
it's
up with
like, all
stuff that's
right, you want
new
to get
and
the new stuff. And as you said, it's been lackluster in pretty much all the fronts.
yeah,
So yeah, maybe turn it around.
we'll see what
You
happens. Yeah,
know, I'm sure, maybe it would have been better if Disney went down the route of licensing out their movies to other platforms, but
yeah,
what do you know? But we'll see how it all changes, or if anything will change at all.
yeah.
But yeah, so what do you got?
I just wanted to talk a little bit about the 2026 Olympics that are going on right now. I mean, there's obviously tons of the events
Ooh.
that are happening, and
Mm-hmm.
but the biggest again, I'm from Canada, so the biggest thing for me is obviously the hockey and the then the Olympic hockey that is happening now. And what's cool about this year, as opposed to the
Yep.
last Winter Olympics, and I think since 2014, is that all of the NHL players and all of the best from Canada and US are now allowed back into the Olympics. They've made a deal and they're allowing them to play, which I think is super cool. So we're actually going to get to
That's
see some
good.
like best on best Olympic hockey. And there's just a lot of
Mm-hmm.
really great players who are all going to be playing, and I'm really looking forward to it. We obviously have like McDavid, and like for Canada we got McDavid and Crosby and McKinnon and all that guy. US they got Matthews and the Tchucks and the Hughes, and they got like there's some really great players on across the board, and it's just really cool to kind of get to see all of these players back in, because like
Yeah.
McDavid, he's never played in Olympics before. I don't think he played in 2014 that I can think of. Um, but yeah, like I think this
Mm-hmm.
is his first time playing. It's definitely like there's some players in here who've never been on a team, and then now they're finally getting the chance to play, and I think it's super cool. Last year they did the Four Nations, which was like an NHL tournament that they threw together, and like it was really cool, and it was like really high level play. But
Yeah.
it was funny because even when that tournament ended, all of the players were like, "Yeah, this is great. Don't get me wrong, this tournament's fun, but the real prize is next year, which is now." And it seems like everyone's kind of geared up, and obviously everyone wants that big Canada-US final because those are the two best teams.
Hmm.
So hopefully that happens. I think that'd be really, really cool because the Four Nations was really awesome to watch. And
Yeah,
it was probably the
I
best
think.
tournament of hockey I've ever seen. So it's really cool when like you get to see best on
Yeah,
best and like the players are taking it seriously because usually all-star games a lot of people don't try.
yeah. There's definitely a difference between like yeah, obviously all-star games or even just like any sort of team sport where it's like you have a whole bunch of different things to worry about with that. And not that players don't care about their teams, but there's
No.
something different about representing your country.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and that's for all Olympic sports. There's just a certain pride that kind of comes with that,
Yeah.
um, and having that honor. So, um, yeah, being able to represent. I know, like, to make a comparison, like with basketball in the Olympics, when they used to only have like college players, and then they were like, I will have Michael Jordan play, and then
Yeah.
brought on those guys, and it was a different story.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's similar like this,
Well, they used to let them
but
play, right? Like Sidney Crosby, he
yeah,
was a part of the 20 was it like 2011 uh Winter Games where they won it was in Vancouver.
probably
And
be like 2010.
2010, sorry.
Yeah,
I missed by a year. And so yeah, he was on that team, and then there was something that happened, and I don't exactly remember what it was. There's probably some money dispute or something. Who knows? I mean, that's usually what it all comes down to. Anyway, they stopped letting them go,
yeah,
and so it's just really cool to now get to see a lot of because we're kind of in like at least when it comes to the NHL, like I think there's just so many really really good players like across the board, right? And so it's really cool to now get to see all these players get to come together and play on one team. So, um, one or two teams, I guess, because
yeah.
Canada US both have
No,
crazy teams.
it's
Anyway, it's
cool.
really going to be cool to see. I think that starts up. I mean, our episode probably won't come out until after it's already started. It might be over by the time we come out with this. Hopefully not.
Yeah,
But
you might already know who won.
you might already
Who
know who
knows?
won, but hopefully not.
Kind of
But
dating ourselves, but yeah.
hopefully it's gone well.
USA.
Yeah.
We're
But
rooting for different teams.
so yeah, like that I think that starts up on I think it's Thursday. We're recording this on Tuesday, so
Yeah,
so yeah, hopefully it all goes well
yeah,
and we'll see what happens. So I'm looking forward to it because it's gonna be a lot of fun.
yeah. It
So yeah,
should be a
that's
whole lot of fun. Well, alrighty. I have a lovely game for us.
all right.
So a while back we had Mr. Tyler Booth of Cigar
Oh
Club
no,
on the podcast.
I
Do
already
you
know what
remember
this
what game
is.
we did then?
We did a build a
So
band.
yeah, so we're not quite doing build a band, but it's going to be
Okay.
similar. We're doing a build a team up sort of
Okay.
thing. So I have a list of 25 different kind of famous sort of, squads or, of different people, different
Okay.
teams, right? And we're gonna go back and forth drafting and trying to make the best team that's maybe like based on like, do you think they'd get along well together, the best like chemistry, the best
What
team in a
kind of team?
fight,
What kind of team
and
is
maybe
this?
like
Like
see, I don't know. I think we'll have to make the arguments for what's the better team based on
okay.
different sort of attributes. All right, because I have a far range of different
Like okay, wait,
teams,
real
so I
quick.
don't know the
Like, am
sort of
I trying to
vibes
build
here.
like if I'm building the strongest team, like you know what I mean? Like you could be giving me an options between like 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 Slater or like John Wick. You know what I mean? Like those are two very different people.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Like obviously
Oh
I'm gonna get
yeah.
along better
No,
with Slater. Like John Wick probably won't want to hang out with me. But like if it's a decision of who like a
well,
fight to the death,
I'm not saying that
then
like
I'm
you
definitely
would
gonna.
get along with, but like that the team would get along with
Okay.
well, and that
Okay. Okay.
we kind of just make arguments of like, and then like the most likable because like if the team is like you
I'm
think
going for vibes here,
what do
man.
you think will get the best like box office, like yeah,
Yeah,
that sort
I'm
of
going
thing.
for vibes. I'm going for
Um,
vibes today.
just sort of the best overall team up.
Okay.
And we'll just make arguments sort of thing. There's not an
How
exact
many
winner
people are
per
there? How many
se.
people are on there per team?
We're gonna have four people on each team. Team up
Okay.
of four, right?
Just writing it down.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
So the first team that I got up here is it's interesting. The Muppets. So I have a pick of 4 here for you to
Okay.
choose from. If you want to make an argument for another, I have Kermit, Fozzie, Gonzo, or Miss Piggy. But if there's another Muppet out there you'd rather have,
Dude, I mean, listen, I like there's a lot of great picks on the Muppets. Don't get me
mm-hmm.
wrong, but I mean, you got to pick. You got to think star players. You got to think, first overall
Yeah,
draft picks. So I got to take
yeah,
Kermit the
exactly.
Frog. I got to take Kermit. I got to take Kermit.
I mean, you got it, right? You got to
Yeah.
take Kermit. I think that is an obvious
Yeah, you got to
choice, I
take if
feel.
he's
Like
on the board, you're getting first pick. You got to take Kermit. Like I'm not gonna
I mean, yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on whoever you take here, but I got to take that first overall pick, right? So,
All right. I have a different team that I'm picking from.
okay.
Oh.
So you spinning a wheel?
All of
Is that what
them.
you're doing?
Yeah, I'm spinning a wheel. I'm spinning a
Okay,
wheel.
okay, okay.
Uh I got the boys as in our team
Oh,
up here of
okay,
me, you, Philly, or
okay.
Slater.
The question is are you gonna take yourself and sell out?
Yeah.
Honest,
There's a
I
clear
know,
wrong answer here.
I know who I would take, and it's not
I
me.
think you gotta take Philly
Yeah, that's the
for
right
the
pick.
vibes. You
Yeah,
you have to take Philly here. I think he'd just be great morale, and he's pretty good.
yeah, yeah.
I like the Philly pick.
Philly's gonna get along with anybody.
I think he's a good heart of the team, similar to Kermit is. So,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, but let me roll the
Dude, as
wheel.
long
I
as it's
forgot
not
to do
Omegle Kermit, we'll
remove
be
it.
okay, dude. We just need the regular Kermit.
Oh no,
We'll be okay.
be
As
crazy.
long as it's not that version of Kermit, we'll be okay.
Oh shoot, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All right, so you got
Mmm.
Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo.
That's
One of
hard, dude.
them.
Okay, I'm definitely not picking
Yeah.
Donnie. Not taking Donnie, dude. We don't need that. Um,
Oh, you don't like? I mean, you get the smarts from Donnie. I don't know. That could be a pick. Could be a play.
yeah, it depends on how much vibes I want to go for here. Because if it's like strictly vibes, then I gotta
You
take
don't want to go all
Michelangelo.
vibes, but
But I don't want to
yeah.
go all vibes, right? So I think the most like here's the
Mm,
thing. The if I'm picking like who my favorite is, I'm taking Raphael. But I'm not trying to pick on that right now.
mm.
I'm gonna take
You
Leo, dude. I gotta take Leo. I gotta take Leo.
Raphael is.
What?
You gotta take another kind of. I
Yeah.
wonder how Kermit and Leo will be, kind of both being like the star players. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. But I think they
I
would
wonder
respect each
just
other. I
from
think
that
they would
vibe.
respect each other because they're both leaders.
As amphibians, both of
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. I'm building a
I
team
get it.
I'm building a team, interesting team here.
Oh, this is interesting. I have the Chipmunks from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Dude, what?
Um,
Dude.
so Alvin, Simon,
Fourth pick,
Theodore, and I,
Dave.
I threw in my guy
Dave.
Dave as well.
It
Yeah,
should have
for
been
the fourth pick,
dude.
I threw in Dave.
Dude, should
Yeah,
have been Ian, dude. Should have been Ian, dude. That's what it should have been.
Ian would have good too. I was
I
thinking more of
never
that.
lose, Dave. I
Oh.
never lose.
Yeah, see, this is a hard pick, I think. I
With
definitely don't want to
Philly.
go Alvin, I think. I
No,
think
not
that
with Philly.
much.
Not with Philly. Mm,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
tough. That's tough.
Simon could be the play.
Simon or Theodore would be the
I
play for me.
mean, yeah.
Or Dave,
Is that a no
honestly.
on Dave, you think?
Or Dave.
I don't know. Yeah, Dave is an interesting case.
Of course, you get Alvin and the Chipmunks. There are like
Um,
3 of them.
yeah. No, I think I gotta go with my guy Simon here. You know, I think that I like Theodore. I feel like Theodore's energy, I feel like is kind of given by Philly already, low key.
Okay. Oh, really
Maybe that's a
don't.
hot take.
Maybe that's. I don't know if that's a diss or not. Is it? Is that a good or a bad thing? I don't know.
I don't I don't know. Oh, no, dude. I'm cooked.
What?
All
Who?
right, you got You got the Clone Wars gang here of Anakin,
No.
Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, and I threw an R2-D2.
Dang. Dude.
So, dude, the
Anakin is.
number is off the charts here when I have a
What?
chipmunk in Philly.
Yeah, dude.
Well, your options, you know what they are? Yeah.
Yeah, Anakin, Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and R2.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, dude. Okay, well, listen. Leo is
And you have Kermit
already.
and Leo, so
Yeah,
how do they mend?
Leo is already such a by the book, dude. So I don't really need anyone. I don't need Obi-Wan because Obi-Wan is already he fits that category, right?
Yeah.
I kind of need a little bit of
Yeah,
a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit
yeah.
of a rule breaker here. I need a little bit of a loose cannon, to spice up the group. So give
I'm
me
like, that's
Anakin
everyone else on
Skywalker.
this system.
Give me Anakin Skywalker, dude.
Okay. When you're like, I need a loose cannon, I'm like, that's Anakin, Ahsoka, and R2. I'm like, what are you talking about? So, literally everyone else. And even Obi-Wan in some cases. Yeah, Anakin, that's a fair pick. Anakin,
You
Leo,
got
and Kermit.
and you got to take the first overalls, man. I mean, he might turn to the dark side, but it's okay. But it's okay.
Yeah, that's an interesting. I wonder how he'll get along with the rest of his team. I think that's the biggest
Well,
concern. But
I think Leo would he'd kind of be the Obi-Wan figure, But it depends on what version of
yeah, all
Leo
right.
too, right? Because if he's really really young, I'm thinking the animated
Oh, I
like
got The
the mutant
Simpsons.
Mutant Mayhem or whatever it was called. If it's that version, I think
Yeah,
Leo will
yeah,
just
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
follow around Anakin like his little Padawan.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's like Michael
Yeah.
Bay movies, then I think he'll Anakin will respect him.
I feel like Kermit's your like leader of like I feel like he kind of has to be, and I feel like
He's like
Anakin
Yoda.
might
He's
not.
like Yoda. Yeah, he's like Yoda.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Anakin will like that role is the issue. But
Maybe not.
we'll see. I got the what did I say? I literally just said it and then I
You
literally just
said
forgot it.
what did I don't remember either. Oh no.
Oh, I said The Simpsons.
The
That's what I said.
Simpsons.
I
Yeah.
remember now. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
building
that's an
different teams
interest.
here. I will
See,
admit, we're building very different
we are
teams here.
really my strength category, I feel like, is not great when I have a chipmunk and,
No, yeah.
Um, look, Homer, interesting pick here, right?
I mean, he
I
is
don't
really
know if
powerful though.
he's the right move. Yeah, I don't know if he's the right move though.
You gotta go Bart, dude. You gotta go Bart.
Bart's a menace.
Exactly.
He is a menace. I don't mind Bart. Um,
You need some
Lisa's
spice
got
in this.
talent
That's true.
as well. With the saxophone. See, I just don't want like, hmm. I gotta go with. I think I gotta go Bart here.
Yeah,
You know what I
you
mean?
got to throw
Just to
some
like
spice.
go bar
You
for
got to
bar with Anakin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got to throw some
yeah, you get
spice
it.
in the team, right?
Yeah, we need some sort of something there. I like the Bart pick. I like the Bart pick. All right, let's see what you got. Oh, and for your final team, we got the mystery gang here.
Mm.
So Fred, Velma, Daphne, Shaggy, and I'll throw in Scooby too. Not with Shaggy, he's a separate pick, but
I was gonna
yeah.
say that'd be a steal, dude. You get two of them.
Yeah, if you got Shaggy and Scooby, I can't give
Yeah.
you that. Nah. So you got
Uh
Kermit, Leo, Anakin. Hmm.
well, listen. If I'm going strength, immediately I'm taking Shaggy because he's just
Yeah.
he's
No,
the
he's
most
he's he's
powerful.
powerful guy.
He's the most powerful
Yeah.
of them all. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think I might need a brains of the operation though. Like
Yeah.
I don't really
That
have
that is true.
I don't.
Kermit has heart,
Kermit's got
but
the
I
heart.
don't.
Leo's the
And
leadership.
Leo's got leadership.
He's the
Yeah.
leadership. He's the moral compass almost because he doesn't want to
Yeah.
he wants to be the good guy. Anakin will just commit war crimes.
Yeah.
And so I think I got to take Velma here. I think I have
Velma. That's a solid choice.
yeah. I think I got to
What
take
version of Velma? That's the real question. From the
uh
Velma TV show?
no.
A pass on that one. Yeah, all right, and I'll get my final pick here. Okay,
It's
finally someone
I
with some strength.
I feel bad not taking Shaggy. I feel like I'm gonna get flamed for that, but it's okay.
I don't hate it. I have the Teen Titans here,
Oh, there you go.
which we gotta go here with. So we have Bart, Simon, and Philly. There's plenty of interesting. I feel like who off of vibes here fits. You know what I'm saying? And
Beast
I don't
Boy.
know why I'm feeling Beast Boy, but I'm feeling
Beast
Beast Boy. You know what I'm saying?
Beast
I'm
Boy or
like,
Cyborg, dude. One of the two of them.
I agree. I think, Robin would be a little, I
Robin
don't
would
know
be
if
a
it's
good
quite
leader, though.
fit. I
Robin
think
would be a
I
really
think he
good
would be
leader
a
of the
good
team.
leader. I think, especially without, Philly, Simon, and Bart,
Yeah, you don't really have
we don't
a
really
good
have a
leader.
leader, and I think Robin would kind of bring it together. So I do like that pick.
I'd say you're
Um,
between Robin and Beast Boy, personally. Me
yeah.
personally.
Um, yeah, Starfire and Raven, I don't think quite fit the vibe.
Although, like, again, the two of them are probably like the strongest in terms of power levels.
Yeah, if
So
we're
if you're
going if
going,
we're going strong here, I look, if our teams fought, I'm losing Anakin alone. He could 1v,
yeah,
take all our guys
yeah,
pretty much.
I think him and Leo are gonna clean house.
Yeah.
I mean, like, listen, what if he just gives Leo a couple lightsabers? You know what I mean? Now all of a sudden, it's
Nah, dude, that's insane.
like all he's got to do is
Um,
go into the youngling room, take a few of them out, grab the lightsabers, hand them to Leo.
yeah. I think I'm gonna go with Robin here purely because I think we need a solid leader.
Mm.
Um, yeah, so I guess your team, you have Kermit,
Kermit
Leo,
the Frog.
Anakin, and Velma.
Yeah,
I like the vibes honestly on that team. I
it's not
think
bad.
I could see it working. I think Anakin might be a little bit of a loose cannon in
Yeah,
some cases. Um, I think he's really the only loose end on this team. I really like I think Kermit and Velma's a good combo as well.
yeah, yeah.
Um, no,
Leo
I think
being
you have a
the
really solid team.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Leo being the team team leader, I guess, and Kermit
Yeah.
being the
I think
wisdom.
it was solid going Leo instead of Donatello, especially when you got the Velma pick later on.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was
And
thinking.
you don't know that, yeah. So it worked out. Mine is, I'm gonna be
Kind of
honest, a little rough.
kind of funny you got Philly though. I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, Philly. Look, I like Philly. He's great vibes, right? So he's not the. I think the real weak point on this team is Simon here.
Yeah,
No offense.
yeah.
Um, yeah, that's a rough one. A chipmunk, and
I don't
Bart is
know
causing chaos.
I don't know
I
what
see
Bart
you.
and Robin are gonna talk about like on a daily basis.
Yeah,
Like if this is Teen
no,
Titans Go, Robin, now they're gonna talk about something. But I have a
yeah,
feeling that's not the version you're taking.
yeah. It was like, see, like Beast Boy and Bart, I think would have gotten along better.
Yeah,
I think off of power and I think off of vibes, your team is just, I think just is better.
yeah.
So yeah, I think not that there's a winner to this, but I think
No,
it's your
yeah.
team.
I mean, yeah.
And that's a shame to say on a team with Philly, but
The only other person I would have rathered had was maybe you could swap Anakin for Ahsoka.
hmm
Or you could swap but if you do that, then I would say swap Velma for
then you're gonna
Shaggy.
get Shaggy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you're
I see
taking
that.
Shaggy instead of Velma, because then like Ahsoka is definitely a lot more like tactically smart
Mm,
than Anakin.
yeah, I
Anakin's like,
definitely like.
my plan is attack.
I could have gone full chaos if I went with the TZ, Alvin, Bart,
Bro,
and Beast
that's too
Boy.
much ego. Too much ego. Too much ego there.
Yeah.
Way too much ego.
That would be a crazy team up. Yeah, I mean that's how the teams crumble, but yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
the game though.
There you go.
But yeah.
I love to
Well,
see
I
it.
guess we'll get into talking about the movies.
Yeah.
So yeah, the first movie I think we're going to talk about has already come out this year because
Mm-hmm.
we're already a month in. Um, it's called Iron Lung.
Yes.
You've heard of this
Yeah,
movie.
you've seen
I've
this
seen
movie.
this movie.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen this movie. I've been to the theaters. You haven't quite made it out
No.
to it. I think just where you're at, which is okay. Do you want to kind of talk about a little bit of like why this movie's something,
Yeah,
because
so
it's kind of under the radar for the
what's
most part.
cool
It's a
about
small
this
budget
this
movie.
movie compared to a lot of other ones is Iron Lung is not only is it self produced, uh it is directed, acted, produced, distributed, and edited all by the very famous online YouTuber and a YouTuber who I've watched for a long time, Markiplier, and
Is that the Bite of 87?
he is very well known for his gaming content. If you don't know who he is, like honestly, like he's probably like if we're putting like a YouTube top 10 list on there, he's on that list 100%. Like
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
especially now, he is on that list, and
Yeah.
he might even be top 5. Like 10 might be too low for him. Anyway, but so Iron Lung is it's kind of a if you it's based on a video game, and the video game is a very, to be honest with you, it's not a very good game in my opinion.
No,
So it's
it's
very
really not.
interesting. It's very interesting that he chose to make a movie on this, but basically the concept is you're in a submarine and you're in the game anyway, you're exploring this area and taking photos of different anomalies in a ocean of blood,
Blood ocean.
and then there's like a giant fish hunting you down throughout the game, and the
Mm-hmm.
game is all about like claustrophobia and all that stuff. So it's a horror movie, obviously, and apparently they like broke the record for the most amount of blood used in a movie, which
Oh
is
yeah,
not
there's so much
surprising at
blood.
all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it. Go check it out. Honestly, it's really good. But yeah, I think, Mark does great acting in it. I think you don't really even fully realize it's not just like, oh, that's just Markiplier as much
Yeah,
as it's like, no, that's Simon. And by that I mean that's the character's name.
yeah.
I'm not talking the
And
chipmunk here.
so this movie, it was made on I think it was just over
Three
$3 million.
million budget? Yeah.
For the budget. And again, it was all like produced and everything by Markiplier. Like there's no big studio involvement.
Mm-hmm.
And at the
Yeah.
moment, at least on IMDb Pro for the boxoffice.com that I'm using right now, it is sitting at worldwide $34 million, just over $34 million,
Crazy.
which is crazy for a movie that is not being backed. And apparently, it was getting like taken off of like lists for like best movies of the weekend and
Mm-hmm.
stuff because like Hollywood is so terrified that a YouTuber could make a movie that is outperforming
Yeah.
them, which is just
It's
like shame on you, but
Yeah, it's honestly something really cool to be able to see. I mean, there's been movies that have been like, YouTuber sort
yeah,
of things. You get like big YouTuber projects, you get your Beast Games in here, but it's very much like those kind of feel like it's YouTube video, but like bigger and more expensive. You know what I mean?
yeah. This is a
Um,
movie.
where Iron Lung was like, yeah, if you went into it and didn't, know anything about Markiplier or YouTube at all, you could enjoy this movie. And it's not even really that much of a horror movie. Like there's not really any of those like jump scares, like kind of cheap
No,
sort of
no.
stuff. It very much simmers. And as someone who doesn't really like horror movies too much, I appreciated it. So yeah, I'd go check it out if you're able to. Yeah, it's pretty solid. So,
And it's a cool story. I think that's the main thing. Is it's a really cool
mhm,
story about the movie because like it's not just like another video game adaptation. Like it's made by people who love the game and who are like who love the
yeah,
material. And like again, the fact that at least to me, again, I haven't played the game, but I've watched Markiplier's playthrough and I've watched a
mhm.
bunch of other videos on it. At least to me, like it's not like there's a lot of material there. Like so,
No,
the fact that they
the
were
thing
able
is,
to make a movie on that, I think is really impressive to me,
mhm,
and I hope that you know, and I think it's just the whole conversation of like YouTubers and just people in general. I think the wider sphere needs to kind of go like, hey, these these YouTubers have kind of been doing it online for long or not long enough that like they should take more advantage of that. And Amazon has done that, as you mentioned with Beast Games. Um, but I think more you're gonna see like a more takeover, I would think, for the content
Yeah.
creators because they're already doing
Especially
it.
with it going so well. I hope so. But I also hope that they take the right lesson from it.
Yeah,
About, it's not just because like it's just a YouTuber. It's like no, it's
yeah,
because it's also a good project that like
yeah,
has a lot of heart. So I think, yeah, with Iron Lung, as you said, like the game, obviously the gameplay is not great, but the world building is definitely there.
yeah.
The cinematography is great in this movie. Yeah,
I
I
think
can't recommend it enough.
I think the podcast. If I use my audio there, they're gonna hear a notification just came through. It's just someone messaged me on Facebook. I had it open to look at the lines there. I closed it. We're
Fire.
good now. We're good now.
All right, all right. All right. But yeah, that's Iron Lung. The next movie that's kind of coming out and want to talk about briefly is Michael. Have you heard of
Mm-hmm.
this? So it's
Yeah. So it's
Michael Jackson,
he's getting a
the big guy
biopic. I mean,
himself.
they're. I mean, everyone's kind of getting a biopic now, which I
Mhm.
think is really
Mhm.
cool. I mean, like the ones that are good, I think are really cool to see. And what's cool about this one is the guy who's playing him is related to Michael Jackson. So it's not just like some
Yeah.
random guy that they
Something nobody,
cast it
yeah.
right. So like this is someone who knew him and so it's really cool to kind of get to see it. The trailer looked really cool. I mean, from
Mhm.
what I remember of it, it was looked like he looks bang on in the role. And from all the interviews that I've seen with Miles Teller, who's in the movie, I don't know who he plays, but I know he's in the movie.
Yeah.
He's said that like this is gonna blow people away and all that. And I just kind of hope they nail it because I think I've seen a lot of the other music biopics and if they've kind of been hit or miss for me.
I'd
I
say
really
more misses than hits, but
I really like. I think I really like the Elvis one, and so
Mhm.
hopefully, if they take not the exact same approach, but because I think that movie had a very distinct style to it that really fit
Yeah.
Elvis's music and his way of presenting himself. But if they follow that, like we're gonna make a movie that's for Michael Jackson and his type of music and his story, then I think this can be really good. And because there's probably a lot that they could have done with this. Apparently, they wanted to do like a trilogy or something,
Yeah.
and they probably aren't going to be able to do
I
that. But
mean, he's
I mean, they
he's
easily
such
could.
an Yeah, he's such an intriguing guy. We're such a, in some ways tragic,
Mm-hmm.
beginning in childhood and just rise of fame and being in the, spotlight your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
It's just definitely something interesting. I just wonder how they do it. I don't know if I have high hopes for this movie, to be honest.
No, I mean,
It
because
doesn't
you
mean that
never
it
know.
can't be good,
You
but
never know with any of the music biopics. It really just depends on how much
yeah,
care they put into it. And I just
yeah,
hope that from everything that I've seen, it looks like they have. But again, you won't know until it comes out. So I really hope
hmm
it's good. I'm not saying I have
yeah,
high expectations, but I hope it. Like my wish is that it's really good, and that
yeah.
it's as good as it probably needs to be because I think it would be really cool.
Mm, yeah,
But
no,
yeah, I don't
I
know.
agree.
We
I
can,
hope it's good.
yeah, not as much to say about that and then Iron Lung, but I mean that's fine. I mean, we can just move right on to Super Mario. They're coming out with the sequel,
Yeah.
Super Mario
Yeah,
Galaxy.
I
That's what they're calling
Super
it.
Mario Galaxy. I liked the first movie a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Um, I think, there was a little bit of, skepticism when it was like Illumination, the Minions guys are making a Mario
Yeah,
movie?
I think the
A
thing that
Super
really
Mario
threw
movie?
people off though was the castings. And I think
Oh yeah.
Chris Pratt did a great job.
Mhm. Jack Black was perfect as
Jack Black was
Bowser.
actually casted amazing and I'm looking for they're doing Yoshi in this one, which I think a lot of people are
Mhm.
going to love that. And like the
Yeah.
last one made $1 billion, so like of course they're going to do a sequel. like
Yeah.
like
They
it
got
made a ton of money.
Rosalina coming in.
yeah, you knew it was coming, and as long as they once again take the same amount of care with this movie, like again, I don't have a lot to say about Super Mario because it's a Super Mario movie, but I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to Yoshi, so
Yeah,
that's
I
cool.
think, especially with how much care and especially how careful Nintendo is with this sort of stuff, they're
Yeah,
very, protective of their image. I see a whole bunch of references. I just see more like of a love letter to the Mario games.
yeah, which
Um,
I think is the most
so
important
I
thing.
I think they can. I think it will be good. Looking forward to seeing it eventually. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters. We'll see, but I
Yeah.
might. But yeah,
Are these all
that's
like
good.
you've written down the list? Are these all in like chronological order? Is that the right way of putting it? Like, is it
Ish,
release order?
ish. I think
Ish.
so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's around there.
Okay.
I don't have
So then
exact
after
dates,
that
but
is we got a Star Wars movie, which I didn't think they knew how to
we haven't
make.
had a Star Wars movie in 7 years.
Yeah,
It's
crazy,
it's a miracle.
crazy.
We
I think
talk
we
about,
uploaded a podcast the last time we did a Star Wars movie. That's the crazy thing. I'm
what was that?
joking. That I made it.
No, I
It
see.
was
I
a
get you.
stupid
Yeah.
joke. It was
No,
a
I get.
stupid joke.
No, I get it.
I'm
I
not.
get it.
I'm
I
not
get
gonna
it.
repeat it. Um.
Mhm.
So they're doing a like I don't know if it's like a. I remember when they talked about they were gonna do a movie, but this is not the movie I thought it was gonna be because it like by the trailer it just looks like a 2 hour Mandalorian episode.
Yeah.
Um. Which like I'm down for, but I mean, it really depends on which season of Mandalorian we're getting.
Oh yeah.
Because
Is it
like season
season
one and
one, season two? Is it season
yeah,
three?
I just think it's
Yeah.
weird that like we're getting. I don't know. This is just my thing. Like if something's a show, because and again I hope this movie's good. But like the if something's a show and then you have to have like how much of the show am I going to need to watch to get the movie right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people who have never seen Mandalorian before and are going to be like, "Oh, a Star Wars movie. Let's go watch that." And go, "Who's this guy and why does he have a little green gremlin with him?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I it's a similar issue that like the MCU has faced with like
yeah.
the Disney Plus shows. I think that's more egregious than this, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting when you know, I think when they had the canon be like movies first, then shows, then whatever afterwards,
Mm,
sort of thing. Um, when you just stick to the movies, you get enough baseline, right? And so it's kind of weird where it's like, well, this movie, you kind of have to have seen the show a little bit. So I wonder where they lean into that. Are they gonna like have more backstory on
yeah.
Grogu or the Mandalorian? I'm like, I don't
But
know.
then but then like if they ever do a Mandalorian season 4, now it's like okay, now you got to go watch the movie, right? Like how much is this real like cuz my question is like if they're doing a season 4, which again they've never announced yet, but I'm assuming that they
Yeah,
will be. Um
yeah.
are they
Who
gonna
knows?
are they gonna like this movie can't end in like a really bad way because they're gonna want to do more stuff with it and like you know they're gonna
Yeah.
want to do sequels and whatnot. But and this is why I said I was confused about this one because I remember when they talked about doing a movie for this era
Mhm.
of Star Wars, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna use the Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett and Ahsoka
Oh,
and a
they're
few of the
they're
other
still
shows."
doing that one. That's a
Yeah,
different project
but
than this
but
one.
that's what I thought this was gonna be, right? I didn't think
Mm.
like when they were like, "Oh yeah, we're doing a Mandalorian project." I was like, "Oh okay, they're just doing another season of Mandalorian." Not, no, we're gonna do a movie
Yeah,
with
no.
Mandalorian and Grogu, and it's gonna be a 2 hour Mandalorian episode. Which
Yeah.
like again, if it's good, I don't care, but like it's just weird. It just
Yeah.
seems like a weird pick for
That's
them
fair.
to make a movie on,
Yeah. Have you heard that
especially especially when they could be putting all this time and effort into making a Knights of the Old Republic adaptation
Mhm.
into live action. Like, what are
Yeah.
we doing? We need to get away from the Skywalker saga and timeline. Listen,
To be fair, when they tried to do that, they did horribly and it failed with the Acolyte. So,
yeah, but that wasn't far enough away. They still tied it too close. You need to have a whole new set of characters with
yeah.
not don't have Yoda in it. Don't have Kiadi Mundi, who's not supposed to be alive at that point in it. Don't have anyone.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
want
fair.
anyone in it. Let's get a whole new character and get fucking Keanu Reeves to play Darth Revan. That's who I want.
Yeah.
He might be too old
Did
now,
you
but
hear for Mandalorian and Grogu, they're having Rata the Hutt make a return.
oh,
Haven't been seen since the Clone Wars movie.
you know I'm excited for
um,
that. Whoopee.
yeah, whoopee, dude. You know the little
I
baby
know who it
hut
is.
that
I know
like
who it is. I'm
yeah.
aware. Thank you.
For the viewers, all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look, you're
No.
not the only one here, all right.
Right
No,
now I am, but okay.
yeah, it felt like for a while, like they kind of, were making us forget about it, and I think everyone was okay with that. Everyone was like, "Yeah, we're just gonna move on," and then now they're like, "Yeah, bring it back." I think that's an interesting
Yeah.
choice, but I'm excited for this movie. I'll definitely see it in theaters. It's Star Wars. I'm a Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
Um, me see Star Wars, me buy ticket. It's
Mhm.
it's simple. I'm a simple guy. But yeah, are you looking forward to this movie?
Yeah.
You're like
I'm a hope.
maybe
I'm
you're
a hopefully
hopeful.
optimistic. I am.
Yeah. Hopefully
Uh
it's not like season 3. Yeah.
yeah, if Jack
Um,
Black shows up, I'm gonna crash out.
yeah, Lizzo and Jack Black make their
Yeah,
return, dude.
I'm gonna crash out if that happens.
They have Dr. Emmett Brown come
Although that
back,
he
dude.
was a cool character. That was a cool
He was,
cameo.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually liked that. That was cool. And then he was
Yeah.
like a separatist and shit. That was cool.
Yeah. There are a
Um,
couple good ones in that season, but for the most part, yeah.
and then after that, we moved to Toy Story 5. Yet
You
another.
say 5? There's 5 of these guys? That's
Yeah, dude.
crazy.
I thought they
Uh,
ended it with 3, to be honest with you, and they did actually. I'm pretty sure they were.
yeah, and then
I'm
they
pretty sure
ended
they
it
tried
again
to.
with 4. And
Yeah.
then
I'm confused by the. I mean, like, I think it's cool that they're doing it like, the toys being replaced by an iPad. You know what I mean? Like, that's cool.
it
It's a cool
feels
con.
around 10 years too late if I'm being honest.
My question is because I mean I'm assuming they're gonna explain this in the trailer, but
Yeah.
or in the movie, obviously. But like, when we ended Toy Story 4, Woody was like on his own. So did he like go back?
Mm,
Is he character
yeah,
regressing?
and that's
Um,
the real question because I know when they were asking like when they were making Toy Story 4 and it was like, "Well, why you want to make it?" They didn't just say money, even though that was like the
that
answer.
was the
They were like,
reason.
"Well, Woody's story wasn't done, and so we wanted to wrap it up." And it's like, "Okay." But then you bring Woody back anyway, and it's like,
Yeah.
"Well, what are we doing
It
here?"
would have
And
been
I
cool
mean,
actually to get a Toy Story without Woody. That would have been interesting.
yeah.
And have Buzz be the main character.
Yeah. There's I mean, the simple answer is probably the most likely answer. It's just for money, let's be honest. But
Yeah. I mean, because
um
Disney,
yeah,
as you said in the What's New, Disney is sinking and needs
yeah.
needs its best buckets of water to empty the ship out before it goes down.
Yeah, I don't know if I have high hopes for Toy Story 5. The past ones have been good to be fair, and 4
Yeah.
wasn't bad.
No, 4 was
So
good. I mean, like, it's a good movie. It's a solid movie. Like, it's not like for a Toy Story movie, because Toy Story movies are like, I mean,
yeah,
it's probably one of the best Disney trilogies
yeah,
in
it
terms
gets
of, or
slandered way
Pixar,
too
right?
often, low key.
Like the fourth one really isn't that bad when you put it up against a lot. Like, it's better than a
Yeah,
lot of other Pixar movies.
yeah,
It's just when you put it up against everything else that's in in the franchise with it, it's like, okay, yeah, it obviously doesn't look that great because,
yeah. It
of
just
course,
seems like we're kind of beating a dead horse here a little bit. So,
yeah,
but
yeah. Like, I mean, it is what it is, and I'm hope it's good. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but um,
I mean, to be fair, we hope all of these movies that we're talking about are
yeah,
going to be good.
yeah.
There's not any that we're like, we want it to fail. We
I want
want,
this to suck. I want this to do
maybe
terribly.
maybe the Moana live action movie. You know,
Yeah,
that
maybe
one that one can
I
go.
kind of want that to do bad. Yeah, that just because it'd be
Yeah.
funny for The Rock to, because this
No,
was done
no, yeah.
after
I'm
Black Adam.
sure
That'd be funny. That'd be fun.
I'm sure the actress they have for Moana is probably a nice person, but I
Yeah, yeah.
don't
No,
want more live action. It-
it's mainly just The
it's
Rock.
not it's
It's
not
just
about the
funny.
people, it's just about business. Lord
Oh, oh
business.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
after that, it's probably like one of my after Toy Story 5 is like my not anticipated, but like most
I'm
movie
like,
like
there's some pretty heavy hitters here.
yeah, not most anticipated, but it's like the one I'm like kind of the most like I'm interested to see how this goes.
Most
You know what I
intrigued
mean?
by it, yeah.
Most intrigued. That's what. Yeah, and that's
Hmm.
Supergirl. Um,
Yeah.
which is not a movie. Like when I heard that it was being announced, I was like, oh, it's a Supergirl movie, whatever. And then I saw the trailer, and I was like, huh, this looks actually kind of interesting. Because they're kind of flipping the script on the typical Supergirl that everybody is kind of accustomed to with the CW show and in adaptions past, where she's just kind of female Superman. Um,
Yeah.
they're kind of making her own character, and which obviously they've done in the comics before, but like I think it's kind of a good thing, especially because we just got David Cornswell Superman, which he was like very goody two shoes and very like the
Yeah.
Boy Scout good guy, right? Like I think it's kind of good that they're like the approach that they're taking with Supergirl, where she's a lot more muddy, I guess is the way I'll put it.
Hmm.
Where like she's a lot more moral, I guess, morally gray. Like we see her in the trailer,
Yeah.
just like openly, just beating the hell out of everybody, and
Yeah.
just
But it's like
not
we
giving
didn't
a care. But that's a good thing. Like I think it's a
yeah,
good
we
thing.
didn't need to ruin Superman in order to get that character. You know what I mean?
No, no,
It was
and
like
it
able to
works with
have
her. It works with her because
hmm
everything she's been through with Krypton and everything being destroyed. And then obviously we get the greatest comic book casting of all time in Jason Momoa as Lobo, which I'm so
Yeah.
stoked for. Um,
Yeah.
he was
I mean,
asked what do you think about playing Lobo, and he just said finally, because this is the character he's been wanting to play since he got cast as
mhm.
Aquaman, which
Yeah, it
you know
might be his second greatest, casting ever after, Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison in the Minecraft movie, but
yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. That was a good casting. But in terms strictly comic books, I think Lobo so far is
Yeah,
that's got to
yeah,
be one of
yeah.
the other than like maybe Robert Downey Jr. Like it's gonna be up there
Oh,
with like
yeah.
Robert Downey Jr., Hugh Jackman. Like he's gonna fucking nail this role, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, again, it's one of those movies of like I don't know if it will be. I don't think it's gonna be like best movie of the year or anything. It might
Yeah.
be, but I think it's gonna. I just hope it's a solid, superhero movie that can keep DC
Yeah.
afloat.
It's it's interesting how much like this is the first project I believe from the new DCU that isn't like James Gunn directed or written
Yeah,
like the others, right? It also is very inspired by like that Guardians of the Galaxy vibe. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like you can see it, which
yeah.
just like the fact that it's like James Gunn is the head of DC and then you have Supergirl
It
come
looks
out
bad.
and it's
It
very
looks
similar.
bad. It looks bad. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah. And it's
but
like, "Oh, it's just James Gunn again." It's like, "Well, this is the one time it's not." It's like,
yeah.
"Really?" It's like, he's just doing Guardians. And so,
I mean, like,
I'm
there's a lot of movies that have that type of tone. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
And if you had the entire movie take place on Earth, people would be saying that. It's just the fact that it's like, oh, we're in space and there's music from the 70s and 80s playing. Like that's the only reason people are saying that. And it's like
Yeah.
that's a very low bar to say like, oh, it's a guardian. Like it's like, oh, it's in space and music playing. Like it's
In
got to be
space music
Guardians.
playing Guardians. You know what? Fair enough.
So, I mean, it
Out
seems
of
like they're
line, but he's
loosely
right.
adapting like The Woman of Tomorrow,
Woman of Tomorrow, yeah.
which is a really good comic book. So hopefully I just hope that's like, I just hope it's a good
Mhm.
movie. That's really all I want to say about
Yeah.
that. But yeah, we could just move
I'm
right
excited
on.
for it. Yeah, the next movie we have is from Christopher Nolan, The Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's his next movie after having done, bro, how did I just forget the
Oppenheimer.
name? Oppenheimer. You got
Yep.
it. Boom. Saw that. That was good. Christopher Nolan, always hits, you know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like nowadays in movies, stars don't really move tickets as much as they used to, but directors still do. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, oh, that's Chris Nolan. Gotta see that.
Yeah. And like Matt Damon's in this. Tom Holland's in it.
Yeah, and Halfway
Um,
Zendaya.
yeah. John
You got a
Bernthal.
whole bunch of yeah.
Uh, so like just a really
It's
star-studded cast, and again, it just looks like a really solid movie. I'm one of those that I'm looking forward to.
yeah.
Hope it's
I
good.
don't know too much about it. Other than it's like you know Odysseus and the Odyssey, right? But like, how do you want to fully adapt that?
Yeah.
It's
It'll be
interesting,
interesting
but
how it changes from the other adaptions and how like
yeah,
what will be like is it just like a modernization of it or is it
yeah.
like oh how are they going to do it differently that makes it new and makes it
Mm-hmm.
like interesting to watch and not just like a rerun of last time, you know?
Yeah, like the trailer's good. I does anyone have, faith to make a good movie? It's
Oh
Chris
yeah.
Nolan, so
Yeah, so I mean,
I'm sure it'll
the
be good.
effects will be good. So
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
true.
real, you know?
I okay. Side tangent. Have you seen you've seen Oppenheimer, yeah?
Yeah, I have. I've seen
Dude, the nuke sucks in that movie. I'm
it.
not gonna lie.
Why?
Cause he wanted to do it like practically, and so it's like a small explosion and all this weird stuff, and I'm like, it doesn't have the gravitas of like,
Yeah. Okay.
what it has,
Yeah,
it
yeah, I
has
see
the
what you mean.
tension building up to it, but the actual explosion itself
Yeah.
of the test is just very
I just
lackluster at the
I
end of
just
the
remember
day.
all of the memes that came out afterward. Everyone was like, you know, we need to actually bomb. We need to actually drop the bomb.
Yeah.
Chris
And
Nolan trying
like,
to get the footage.
look, I he faked it. I like it was
Could have just
better
used
in
CGI, bro. Could have just used CGI, bro.
yeah, and he did the CGI in the Dark Knight, Returns or whatever. What's the wait? No, Rises. That's it.
Yeah.
I know my movies, but like, yeah, it could have been so much better. He's done CGI before. It's not like they
Let's
actually
really
went to a
blow up the
black
bridge.
hole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna
And
actually,
I,
Matthew. We're gonna actually put you into a black hole. You ready?
yeah,
Wait,
I
what?
think Yeah, I think the spectacle just would have worked better, but it was like, no, we can't do that, and I think it just sort of limited it. Anyway, that's a side tangent.
Completely. Yeah. Sorry
Um,
about that. And then we got Brand New Day, Spider Man.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man number
So
one.
we love Spider Man.
Yes, sir.
This looks like it's really bringing it back to the friendly neighborhood.
Hmm.
Everyone's kind of getting the boots on the ground. Spider
We're
Man. Hopefully,
finally
it's really
getting
good.
a fourth Spider-Man movie with the same actor. This is big.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Um, I mean, unless you technically want to count, No Way Home as Toby's
No,
fourth, but
that doesn't
that's
really
that's that's pressing it.
that doesn't really count. And then like
Yeah,
you
I
could say
would.
that Toby's been in 5 movies too because he was
Oh
in
yeah, if you count Spider-Verse, yeah, that's
Spider
true.
Verse, and then Andrews had 4 as well because he's in that as well.
Yeah,
Um,
Tom's the
but
only one with three, but no,
yeah. Anyway, but
I think
I think this is I'm really looking forward to this. It looks like they're taking a lot of inspiration from the PS4 game, which
hmm
is a great thing to take inspiration from. And just
yeah,
the comics in general. Obviously, the game took a lot of inspiration from just the comics. So, but like for me,
finally
like
getting an older,
I'm not,
Spider-Man again.
I haven't, I'm not a comic reader. So like when I see it, I'm like, oh, that looks like the video game to me, right? The suit
Yeah.
looks great. We've talked about the suit before.
Oh yeah.
Um, the Scorpion's the bad guy.
Is
Punisher's
he?
gonna be in. Oh, he's gonna be in the movie. Yeah.
All right. Dude, and they got
Scorpion's
Michael
coming.
Mando.
Yeah,
That's good.
Scorpion's coming back. Punisher's in the movie. Hulk's in the movie. So we don't know how all those pieces are going to fit together, but I'm looking forward to it. And
Yeah. It's
yeah,
exciting. How do you think the next trilogy of Spider-Man movies are gonna be named? Do you think they're all gonna have like day in them, like the old ones
I
had the
mean that'd
home
be
in them?
cool. That'd be cool. What if it's new? You know what I mean?
It could be Spider-Man, New York City.
They really took a long time with that one. They really took
Yeah.
Spider-Man, New Jersey,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, New England.
Spider-Man, new movie. It's like, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's the
Spider-Man into New Brunswick. In New Brunswick.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
He's just going up the coast, dude.
The most boring Spider-Man movie ever.
Yeah, that's
What's he
crazy.
gonna swing
That's
on?
crazy.
What's he gonna swing?
Trees. Yeah.
No, I think it's I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm only the only thing that worries me is all of the MCU cameos, and just how much that's going to take
Yeah.
over the
It
movie.
can
But
always be a bit much.
I have full faith in Tom Holland,
Yeah.
and you know how long it's taken this movie to get made. I'm sure that
Hmm.
because he said like I would only want to do another one if the idea was really good, and obviously there wasn't a good enough idea.
Reminds me of when Jim Carrey, retired from acting. It was like if it's not made of gold, the script's
Yeah.
not made of gold.
Then
And
he
then he
came back
comes
for
back for
Sonic
Sonic
3
3, and I'm
to
like,
dance with
I
himself. Yeah, to dance with
you know
himself.
what? I'm
He
like,
saw the
I
dancing with his own person, and he was like, I gotta sign this. I gotta sign
yeah,
this.
he's like, this is gold,
This
dude.
is written in
Yeah.
gold.
Do you
Yeah,
think
dude.
that this movie's gonna have any like symbiote stuff in it?
No, I think that's going to be in Secret Wars. I think they'll
Okay.
save a lot of that stuff for Secret Wars. And to answer your question, or not to answer your question, but to add to your question of where I think with the trilogy and all that, and where I hope
Mm-hmm.
they go with it, I hope they introduce the live action Miles Morales, and they just
Yeah.
rip off the game fully, and have the two of them team up, and then maybe in the third one you can have Peter retire or die or
Yeah.
something. I don't know, like you like one of the two, and then you can have the Miles Morales kind of do another trilogy on their own, and whoever that actor is, because Miles is
Yeah.
just such a character who's kind of exploded over these last like 10 years or so.
Yeah, dude,
Um,
he's loved. So
and so like
I could
not getting
definitely
a
see
live
it.
action version and not having Tom Holland be the guy to pass that torch would feel like a major missed opportunity. Um,
Mm-hmm.
So I hope they handle it right. But it is Sony, so
Yeah, you never know with
I don't
Sony.
want to jinx it or anything.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, the next movie we have, I don't think we've really seen much out of this movie, but I believe it's coming out this year. Clayface from the
Yeah.
DCU. Do you know anything about it?
So this is it's a body horror movie. It's a horror movie
Mm-hmm.
getting made for the DCU. It's going to be the first time we're going to get to see Gotham in the DCU, which is I got to sneeze. Oh no. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the first time we're gonna get to see Gotham. It's interesting because they're filming in the same place that they filmed the Batman for Gotham, which I thought was really interesting. Obviously, that kind of builds towards all the theories of like, oh, Robert Pattinson's the Batman in the DC. I don't think they're doing that. I just think it's a coincidence. Um,
Yeah.
but it looks really interesting. It looks like they're telling his backstory. It's based on a few episodes from Batman the Animated Series where he's like a failed actor and then he
Yeah.
gets his powers. And because that's like Clayface's whole thing is he's an actor and he uses his abilities to mimic other people, right?
Yeah.
And then in the episodes anyway, Batman shows up and beats the shit out of him and stops him, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, wow, that's really cool. So I don't know how exactly they're going to do that. If Batman will even be in this movie, I'm sure he'll be alluded to, and maybe we'll get like a silhouette or something or a symbol in the sky or whatever. But other than that, I think this is going to be a really like low budget movie. What was interesting is that this movie was not announced at all when they did that first initial DC slate. Everything else that they've kind of come out with has either
Yeah.
been like something they announced or at least kind of mentioned close
Mm-hmm.
thereafter. This movie just popped up out of nowhere and was immediately like, okay, we're putting this in production. So like, it's got to have a really good script and a really good idea because they wouldn't have fast tracked it so much if
Yeah.
if if it wasn't if it didn't have anything to it. So And again, like our live action Clayface, I think it's cool. It's a villain we've never gotten to see in live action before. They definitely have the technology to do a character like this. Um, and he's just a villain that can add a lot of really creative depth because really, like, you can have an actor play him, but you can get anybody to play Clayface as long as they can play the character, like, right? Because he can turn into anyone, right? So,
Yeah,
um,
that's true.
and
I'm
I think this is a cool way to like hype up Batman even more in this new universe.
yeah. I'm a little worried in the sense that like I don't know if pure villain movies ever really work too well. I mean, they do
I agree.
occasionally, but maybe it's
I
just
think,
because Sony has done it to death.
yeah, I think the strategy with this movie is to lean into the fact that you're a horror movie and to try and
Yeah,
get that market a little bit more than try and getting the superhero genre. Like, because you got to almost have this movie be disconnected fully from the DCU, the wider DCU,
yeah,
because like you're not gonna have Superman pull up right in the middle of this movie. You're not gonna have
yeah.
John Cena pull up and be Peacemaker, right? So, um, having this movie feel kind of secluded in its own little corner, and then allowing the future Batman movie to expand that corner, is I think your best option, and
Yeah.
it'll make it feel almost more like the Joker movie in a way, where
Mhm.
it's just about a dude who has abilities and his
Yeah.
life and how messed up it is, and then you can go from there. I don't know. That's just
Yeah, and
what
then
I
a
would do.
couple years we'll get Clayface 2, the musical.
Yeah, Clayface.
And
It's
that'll be good.
it's Clayface in time. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, I'm looking
And then
forward
after
to
that,
it. But
we have the big two, which are coming out the
the
same
big
weekend.
two. Yeah.
As Robert Downey Jr. called it, Avengers Dunesday, which is Avengers
Yeah.
Doomsday and Dune 3.
Mhm.
Two movies that are probably going to be like, it's going to get treated like a Barbie and Oppenheimer, where you go see one and then go see the other.
I I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Like,
They might be pushing it too much. I think the charm with the Barbenheimer is the fact that the movies are like complete opposites of each other.
yeah.
But we'll see with Doomsday and
Avengers
Dune 3.
Doomsday, like, it
But
is going to be a cinematic event, as always with these
mhm.
Avengers movies. I mean, they're bringing together 30 years of Marvel characters. Whether the movie sucks or not, or is
Um,
great or not, if it's hot garbage, it doesn't matter because it is going to be a cameo blender. And
yeah.
if they've ever played a Marvel character, get ready to see them. I would expect pretty much
Mhm.
everybody to be in this movie. And if they're not in this one, they'll be in the next one because
Yeah.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
I'm worried about this movie a lot.
Doomsday.
Yeah.
I
It
mean,
just
yeah, that's
I
fair.
have low hope. People are like, "Oh, well they're bringing back our guys," but I'm like, I don't know if I want our guys brought back. I
I
just
think
maybe
we
it's
don't.
just because of the lackluster parts of the MCU this past time, but even like them bringing back the X-Men, for example, is like I don't know. I felt like we had a good enough send off with one Logan and then again with Deadpool and Wolverine where it's like, okay, are we really doing this again? You know?
I
I
think
don't know. I think I'd rather we just move on to the new
I
X-Men
think
rather than just
the
keep digging it up, but
I think the thing that you know that wasn't even the one that bothered me. The X Men is whatever. They've done like 4 send offs for them. Like,
yeah.
so that one didn't bug me that much. Honestly, it was and we in Deadpool and Wolverine, we didn't get to see most of them. You know what I mean? Like, I was
Mhm.
kind of, when I went into that movie, I was expecting Patrick Stewart and James Marsden. I was expecting a lot of them to pop up
Yeah.
instead of the team that they got. And I think the reason they didn't is because they were showing up in this movie.
Yeah.
I would assume so. And
We got like the
uh
rejects of the rejects in Deadpool and Wolverine.
yeah, so my what was I going to say? Oh my lord. The thing that bothered me, the one that bugged me was Captain America. And it's only because his
You mean
story
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers, sorry. Captain America Steve Rogers. And it's only because we got such a great send off with him in Avengers Endgame, and his story was complete. He got his happy ending. He got to hang up the
Yeah.
shield and pass it off to someone. And at least to me, the way it comes off, at least the way, and again, I've kind of softened my view of it since it's come out, and hopefully it has all of the right reasons behind it. But at least to me, when I initially watched the trailer where they were like, "Yeah, we're bringing back Steve Rogers," it was not, "Oh my God, let's go." It was, so you realize that your new Captain America isn't making money because the new movie came out and it for all intents and purposes it did flop, at least in Disney's
Yeah.
eyes. And so
Yeah.
they pushed the panic button and called up all of their golden boys. That's the way it comes off to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And again, I hope that's not what the intention was. And the intention was, well, we have more story to tell, and we're not going to have him come back as Captain America, and he's not going to pick up the shield again. Which, like, bullshit, he's not. He will 100% be picking up that shield again,
And maybe
at
even the
least one more
hammer,
time, and
like.
probably the hammer too. Um, so I didn't think Chris Evans was not going to be in this movie. I thought they were going to do him as like a Captain Hydra variant or something, or do Johnny Storm
Yeah.
again or something like that. I saw that coming. Did not think they were going to bring back the version of Cap that we last seen as an old man.
Yeah. If you had the
Which I
Captain
think,
Hydra, that'd be good to go with the Robert Downey Jr.
yeah,
Doom.
that's what
Just
I
like,
thought. Like he was gonna go around and get a bunch of different like alternate Avengers, and that was gonna be the team that he builds, and that would be like the
yeah,
big end battle at the end.
I
But
could see that.
I just
But
I just am now. That's the one that worried me was Captain America because it was just like you
mm-hmm.
ended it so well, and now bringing back Chris Evans seems like a panic button, not as
Yeah.
like especially if he's a prominent role in the movie, which like he was the first trailer, the teaser trailer that they put out, um,
Yeah.
and like they seem to be announcing all of the main characters at least. Like they're not, that doesn't you don't see
Mm-hmm.
like you don't see a lot of the offshoot characters getting like their own little trailer before the movie. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the trailers that we're getting are the main characters of the movies
Yeah.
or the people who are most going to be prominent. So um yeah,
It'll be
like
interesting to
it's
see.
just strange that we've had a new Captain America since Avengers Endgame, and all he's really gotten to do is be sidelined in his own projects, or really in the times where he's been able
Mm-hmm.
to shine. Like they introduced Sam Wilson as Captain
You
America,
need to do better, Senator.
and like Falcon and Winter Soldier is whatever. Like that was a good. I think the story of him was good.
It should have
Brave
been a
New
movie.
probably should have been a movie. Brave New World, but they did what they had to do. Obviously, they had limitations and whatnot. It was just a Hulk movie. I think they should have just made it a Captain America movie. Um,
Yeah.
but like they've been doing Peggy Carter way more as Captain Carter, and
Yeah.
and it's just now it seems like okay, this was the moment where you're gonna finally let him shine as the leader of the Avengers, and now you're bringing
Mm-hmm.
Cap back or bringing Steve back, and it's like okay, we're not gonna let
How
him
many
shine.
times do we gotta like let him go? How
Yeah,
many times do we gotta learn this lesson of,
yeah,
Sam's good enough? It's like
yeah.
I don't know if Disney's learned that lesson from their movies.
It just seems like a panic button to me. And again, I hope it's not for that reason, but that's just what it seems like. So,
Mm-hmm.
we haven't talked about Dune at all.
Yeah, I don't have too much to say about Dune. I look forward to it. I like the other two.
Mm,
Dune's such an interesting universe, pretty hard to adapt, I feel, compared to like other, books and whatnot. So,
yeah.
um, see how they do. Always visually stunning.
Mm.
Timothy Chalamet has been great in these movies. I have no doubt that this will be also a great movie. What about you? Any thoughts?
I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'll be honest, like I have only seen parts of the other two movies, but I think
Yeah.
depending on how good the full trilogy is, I'll probably want to go and see it.
Yeah,
Um,
I kind of get when like they released like a part one and a part two
yeah,
where it's like It's like, do I really want to get all invested
Yeah.
and then just kind of get rug pulled? I kind of
Yeah.
get that.
So
So
like, um, yeah, like I've been interested in the movies. I just haven't made time to go and sit down and watch them. So
yeah,
I think it'll probably be one of those things like, if I hear good things about it, that'll be when I sit down and just do like a marathon of all three of them. And I mean, they're
yeah,
they're right up my alley in terms of those types of like sci-fi, you know,
yeah,
types of movies. So like, it's not like a hard concept for me to grasp. So, who
yeah.
knows?
Space? You're telling me
maybe in December,
space? Yeah,
I'll be able to give you a full review.
yeah.
We'll see what's going on.
Yeah. But I think that is about all the movies we wanted to talk about. Are there any other movies that you were kind of wanting to get to,
Not really. I mean, I
teasing?
think we kind of covered a lot of the bases. I mean, there's a lot of other movies coming out this year, and if we did miss anything, I mean, comment about it. We can talk
Yeah, you
about.
can also in the comments tell us what movie you're looking forward to the most out of them.
Yeah.
Whether it be the ones we mentioned or didn't. Yeah, there's a lot of movies coming out this year. A lot of good movies, hopefully. So yeah, give us kind
I
of
hope
your
all the
guys'
ones that we
thoughts
talked
on that.
about are come out good. That's what I hope. I hope they all
Yeah,
turn out
and
good.
we already know Iron Lung did, so
Yeah, great
we
start.
already have a great start to the year. I'm feeling like we forgot a movie or forgot something though.
No, it's not a movie.
Movie?
It's not a movie that you.
Not a
No.
movie?
It's not a movie. No. We forgot to make time for Slater. That's what it is.
Oh, Slater.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. We forgot to
Oh,
make time.
sorry, Slater. Looks like we forgot you today.
Yeah,
We ran out of
we'll get
time,
you. We'll
but we'll
get you
get you
next time.
next episode.
Yeah,
We'll get you next time, no problem. Um, yeah, I think that's it though for 2026 movies.
yeah.
So
So,
yeah,
yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode of the ATG Podcast. If you've liked it, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and do all that wonderful stuff. Um, and we will. I mean, if you haven't, do you have anything to add, Natty?
if you haven't checked out the DevCast, check it out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a really cool live episode that we did, kind of this podcast. We kind of based it around what we've done here, and that was really cool. So yeah, if you want to check that out, that's
Yeah,
really great.
but
So we'll see
yeah,
you guys
that's
later.
all that I got.
Hopefully see you guys in 2 weeks, and we hopefully will not be late again on our episodes. But we try our best here. We'll talk to you guys in the next one,
Yep. See
and
ya.
we'll peace.
Bye. Peace.